Hey guys, it's Michael again with IdeateTV San Diego Comic-Con 2024, and I am here with
Waverley Lim from Kwento Comics.
Waverley. Tell everyone out there why you're here and your company.
Awesome. I am here with Kwento Comics. We are the first all-Asian female comic book company. I actually started it with my mom, funny enough. And the reason we were created is because we just really saw a lack of Filipino representation out in mainstream media. And so we wanted to help be a solution to the problem. And so we're here at San Diego, debuting our deluxe graphic novel with issues 1 through 5. It also contains some bonus scenes as well as a glossary section with a lot of the Cebuano sprinklings that we've put in the book, as well as a behind-the-scenes art book.
And tell us other things that you guys are up to.
We are doing lots of things. So not only are we here with Kwento Comics, but my mom is a co-founder of a digital app called Halo. It's a Filipino pop culture app. It's free, so go download it on the Google Play Store, the Apple Store. And we're starting with Filipino digital comic books in the vertical scroll format. So we're really excited to launch it. We're here today at our panel at 2 o'clock. We're launching with legendary comic book artist Will Portacio, as well as Apple to App from the Black Eyed Peas. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So hope you guys check it out.
So your Halo app, would you describe it as sweet or savory?
Oh, it is definitely sweet. If you guys didn't know, Halo means mix. And Filipinos as a diaspora, we are such a mix and blend of different cultures as well as our art. And so it's just a really fun way to celebrate, our culture and our heritage and bring that to the Philams over here.
And how did Kwento Comics start?
Kwento Comics started, like I said, we wanted to see more Filipino representation, but more than that, we realized that in order for us to see our stories authentically told, it has to start off the page with our artists and writers and people who look like us who can actually authentically tell our stories. And so that's what we decided to do. And then when we were looking for other creators like us, we realized that there wasn't anything. So we're like, we really feel like we're filling a gap in the market. And it's been so wonderful to see so many Filipino creators come by our booth this year and be like, I didn't even know this existed. And I'm so happy that you guys are here because I want my kids to learn more about our culture other than our awesome food and family and all of that fun stuff. But we have really, really awesome, wicked creatures in our mythology. So
what kind of wicked creatures?
Well, obviously, a lot of people know the aswang, which is our very, very scary creature. We feature our Diwata of the sea, Bakunawa, who's a giant sea serpent in the Philippines, who's the arch nemesis of Haliya, the lunar moon goddess in Bicol.
And what are some of the other characters in Filipino folklore?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Like, what's really interesting is that a lot of the lore had been burned in the war and through colonization. So it's really up to us to reclaim our stories and our pre-colonial past. So not only do we have Bakunawa and Haliya, we have a Busao, which is a soul corpse-eating ghoul, if you will. That one's a fun one. In our next series, we're going to be having a whole host of other mythological creatures like the Capre. We have the Tikbalang, lots of fun stuff. Trece is a really great example who's really, Trece has really been the forefront of Filipino mythological comics and has really paved the way for creators like us to be here, so.
And who are some of the artists that you collaborate with as far as illustrations, content, storylines, subject matter?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of our artists are actually based in the Philippines. So it was really wonderful because my mom and I actually took a trip to the Philippines earlier this year. We were able to meet so many of our Filipino artists. Our line artists, our colorist is Filipino, as well as some of our cover artists as well. But we do have here, if you are at San Diego, our artist Susan Bin is here doing original one-of-a-kind sketches in the book if you purchase. So it's really fun. Susan's out of Texas, and it's just been really great to have an artist at our booth and to share all the beautiful artwork, because so many times people are like, are you the artist? I'm like, my art skills don't go past a stick figure. So I'm like, I leave it to them. They are brilliant, seriously. I mean, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek into the book, actually. As you can see, the colors are quite vibrant. We like to say it's like almost like looking at a still from an animated series, if you will. And so we're really, really proud of all the artists and their beautiful work inside our issues.
And
this
wow,
is the Mangkukulam, our Filipino witch over
I was
here.
just gonna ask that. I've never heard of that character.
Yeah, Mangkukulam. This is our Filipina priestess. I'll show you Bakunawa. This is my favorite page in the entire book. I mean, look at that detail.
That looks
stunning.
That looks awesome. Where can people out there find you guys on the internets or social media or whatever, and yourself?
Okay, awesome. You guys can find us at www.kwentocomics.com, Kwento. If you didn't know, Kwento means story in Tagalog. You can also find us at Kwento Comics on all social media platforms and at Waverley Lim also on all social media platforms.
And do you speak Tagalog yourself?
I wish. Oh my gosh. My mom was lucky enough to go as a teenager to the Philippines. And so she at least understands Tagalog, which is nice. And just going to the Philippines, every island we go to, I learn like a little tidbits from the different dialects. And so that's what's really nice is that the Philippines has like 182 ethno-linguistic groups, each with their own dialect and culture. So it's just such a super rich country. And every single time I go to the Philippines, I learn so much more about the language and the culture and all like the slangs and isms of the different islands. So it's a lot of fun. Still learning. Still learning.
And do you have any key pieces of advice for our audience looking to start in comic book entertainment?
That's a great question. I would say just dive in. There's never a right time to start. I hope it's inspiration to anyone out there looking to start a comic book or any sort of artistic creative art form that there's really no better time to start than the present. My mom and I did not come from a comic book background at all. I'm an actress by trade. My mom was a lawyer, and we just felt the need to see this out there for new audiences, for the Filipino community. And so we just kind of started, and a lot of things are trial by error. My biggest advice actually is don't be afraid to fail, because the more you fail, the quicker you learn.
That is great advice.